So um, it's like whatever these guys are doing over here is like Operation Z, where it's like stating that okay, inside like a food court, right? You wanna like book some seats, right? So it's the same thing over here, and if so, what we're gonna go down here is that um I want I want my value 4 to be at the front seat, but what we have is like 5 and 6. So it's like you go to the food court, you go to the seating arrangement, and then you say that, oh, I want to be at the front seat, but there's people sitting at the front seat. So what you got to do? So you got to do this like Operation E. You got to ask everyone to move. So you got to start asking everyone to please move uh, one seat forward. And what's gonna actually happen is that I'm gonna plant my 5. I'm gonna plant my 5 here. I'm gonna plant my 6 forward, and then eventually I can go to maybe say Operation F that says that okay, uh, I can move my 4 to the position 1, like final. And if you will see, it's just like in a full court setting, right? So um, if everyone is like already seated, and then like you need to ask the first and the following guys to actually shift so that you can invite one more guy to actually come over to actually sit on the first seat. So it's like the same thing, right? So and they're saying that like the cooldown is like, for the worst case, you need everyone to be moving so that you can have your guy to actually sit at the front. So this one is very much talking about like adding an element towards the start, and obviously towards the middle. It can happen also that way. Maybe say you have like maybe say the 5 to be here, the 6 to be here. I mean um, like for worst case scenario is that you have to actually maybe shift everyone settings arrangement. That's what they're talking about. Maybe say I have this bunch of values, and um, like maybe say I want to get um, 4 to be at the end, and then um, what's gonna happen? You gotta pop off this guy, you gotta shift this guy over, you gotta shift this guy over, and then you plant the value over here. And what this just means is that like for the most part, when you want to like enter into like an awkward position, be it like the middle, the start, or somewhere, as long as it's not empty. So I think the the argument is this Operation X, which is that if you're entering into a place of a non-empty place, you're pretty much saying that okay, what you gotta do is that you gotta be shifting a lot of items, and then you're gonna like insert into places. So um, And for most case is that the cooldown will be definitely n, right? uh, the only straightforward argument that you can actually imply is that operation y, where you're entering into an empty place. Maybe say there's like an empty slot, okay, then it's very straightforward, cooldown of 1. Inserting, removing, so like inserting or even say like removing will then take like cooldown of like maybe say just that one, right? But for the non-empty, it just makes things complicated. The cooldown then will be say constant, right? So yeah, and I feel that like we need to ask everyone to move is really because that the thing about like arrays are like very much fixed, and when they are fixed is that like it's like the booking seat is already like this. So if you want to add someone to the middle, add someone to the start, something that's very awkward, you have to actually shift a lot of items, and that's why the cooldown becomes n. So I mean, yeah, and I mean overall what they want to actually us to actually understand is that the cooldown will be n if it's awkward. If it's not awkward, just towards the end, simple remove, simple insert to an empty spot, very convenient, we will like invite you a cooldown of 1 of as such. So yeah, everything comes to an end.